What are these last 24 hours been like?
Very, very difficult. Very difficult. From the outcome of the game, where we thought we played a really good football game, really competitive game, to waking up yesterday morning and coming in here to grade the film and prepare for Cal, and being told that a entire life-changing experience occurred. When you move your family here and do everything we can to help Coach Mora win as many championships as possible, to be for changes to happen. It's never good. It's very emotional. We love Coach Mora. Our family loves Coach Mora. My daughters, can't get enough of him, and it's been a very sad 24 hours.
How is he holding up right now?
I've only spoken to him briefly, but I know that he loves his team, and I know that he's gonna miss him very much.
How did you guys find out?
I was called in and I spoke with Dan and Josh, and they told me.
Was that Josh?
Rebholz.
Okay.
Yes.
And they asked you if you'd be willing to do the interim?
Yes, exactly.
What was that conversation like?
It was pretty short in that regard. It was that, unfortunately, in this business, changes are made, and when you still have games left to play, we need somebody to take on the role of head coach for the remainder of the time that we're playing this regular season and the bowl season. And would I be willing to act in that capacity?
Do you expect to be considered for the permanent job?
I think you have to ask them that question.
Would you like to be considered for it?
I think that anybody would like to be the head football coach at a extremely prominent university. In this case right now, where my mind is 100% on trying to get our seniors to 6-0 and to leave Coach Mora's legacy, and one that he was able to get 5 out of his 6 teams to bowl games.
Did you address the team after Coach Mora yesterday, or how did that kind of go?
I did, very briefly, and I just said it was a very difficult time for our team, for our coaches, for our players, and that all of our thoughts are first off with Coach, and secondly, they're with our graduates that potentially might have 1 or 2 football games left. Not everybody makes it to the NFL. So if this is your last game, you want to do everything you can to be able to strap on a helmet and shoulder pads one more time to be able to play. And we have an opportunity to have 2 more games if we do that right.
How do the players react to the news, or how do you think they're dealing with it now?
Well, you're going to obviously ask them that question, but we all know how much our players love Jim. They love Coach, and he has an enormous heart for them. He recruited every one of them in this class. So he sat in all their living rooms. And so I would imagine that they're greatly affected by it, as we all are. Whether you've coached with him for 9 months or all of the 6 years he was here, he makes a tremendous impact on you as a player and a coach.
You said change is difficult. Do you feel like this was came out of the blue? You were blindsided, or did you feel like change was in the air?
No, I had no idea. I thought we played a great football game against a great football team. I had no idea.
How does this change the approach with recruiting for the next few weeks?
We're going to recruit to UCLA. We're going to recruit to the #1 public institution in the country. We're going to recruit to incredible facilities. We're going to recruit to a building that just opened, and we're going to do everything we can, because that's our job. And every one of our coaches are professionals, and that's what we're going to do.
What was the response like? I'm sure you talked to some of the guys yesterday. What was the response like from those kids who are making up their minds?
I don't think we're allowed to talk about recruits.
How does this change kind of your day-to-day stuff? Obviously, you still have to run the offense, but taking more on your plate.
Yeah, right now, I mean, we have a short week. We're playing on Friday. We have a great defensive staff. We have a defensive coordinator who's called 180 games or whatever, 13 years as a defensive coordinator. I've called every play this year. So my job is really to do the best I can to game plan for Cal, to put the best possible plan in for Cal. Coach Bradley will do the same on defense with the defensive staff. And then if there are any urgent matters that somebody has to make a decision on or whatever, then so be it. But right now, our goal moving forward is just to move forward as a team and to get our team to be 6-0. I'm not sure. I think it's been like 12 years or so that they've been undefeated at home. And what an incredible legacy that would be to leave. To stamp this season with that first game win where you had the second largest comeback in the history of college football, and then to end it with being 6-0 at home and giving these kids the opportunity to play in a bowl game, which is what everybody in college football strives for.
Of all the challenges in your coaching career, where does this rank in terms of, last week of the season you have to take over and lead the team to a win to get to a bowl game?
By far the hardest challenge, because it's unfortunate circumstances. It's for a head coach that literally our family loves, and for somebody that gave us an incredible opportunity to come out here. So how does it matter? Yeah, it's a very, very difficult circumstance, but it's one in which that's just the way it's worked out. They've asked me to do it, and I believe that it's my responsibility to try to help this football team get to 6-6, and I will do everything I can to do that.
You have a pretty extensive web of coaches in high places. Do you kind of reach out for them for some advice, or have they reached out to you and sent some well wishes?
Both. I've had some really good conversations with a lot of former and current head coaches who have, given great advice that I'll keep confidential, but stuff that I think it's just one of those situations that we're 4 days before a game against a rival. I just told our guys that, you go on Wikipedia and you type in UCLA football and it says there's 2 rivalries. There's USC and there's Cal. And if that's the case, then we've got a rivalry game at home to go 6-6, to go 6-0 at home, to be in a bowl game. And what we said to our team is that will leave Coach Moore's legacy here, that out of his 6 years, he took 5 teams to bowl games. And that's what our plan is. Okay? Thank you, guys.